Metro Detroit has home to a very large Catholic following, and this is going to be weighing heavy on a lot of people today.
Well, 7 News Detroit reporter Faraz Javed joins us live from Royal Oak, where he's been talking to local Catholics about the Pope's legacy and his impact. Faraz?
Keenan, people are waking up to heartbreaking news of Pope Francis passing away earlier this morning at the age of 88. Now, I'm outside the National Shrine of the Little Flower Basilica in Royal Oak, and I did get a chance to speak to quite a few parishioners who made their way inside the church for the Mass, which begins at 6:30. And they're absolutely heartbroken to hear about the news of the Pope passing away. Now, obviously, the Pope became the pontiff in 2013. He was the first Latin American pontiff to come in 2013, and that's one thing that people remember the most, and obviously his life and legacy. Now, I did get a chance to speak to one of the parishioners, John Morris, and this is what he had to say about how people will remember Pope Francis, and of course how the impact that will continue to be across the Metro Detroit community. Have a listen.
Go to Mass, remember him in your prayers and your rosaries, and he is going to be missed.
Now, obviously, the big thing, I did ask him if the Mass today is going to be any different, but he said no, since it's the Holy Week. The Mass will continue as is. Obviously, there'll be a lot of mentions of Pope Francis, but he does say that one thing that what people can do, the best way to remember him and continue his legacy is to remember him in prayers and rosaries. Come to Mass. Now, obviously, at 6:30, we have a Mass here, and there's going to be another Mass at 8:30. So if you end up missing the 6:30 Mass, you have the next opportunity as well. Keenan, when we come back, we're going to be talking to more of the parishioners over here and people coming here for Mass and how they're going to be honoring the legacy of Pope Francis. Back to you, Keenan.
All right, Faraz, thank you. Nearly 1 million people in our area, 900,000 people follow the Catholic Church. So this is impacting a lot of people who really looked up to Pope Francis for his humility and his kindness towards others, no matter their background.
Without a doubt. And of course, you know, he took his name after Pope Francis, took his name after Francis of Assisi, who dedicated his life to the poor. And we saw Pope Francis try to lead that by that example